This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Rhodes. I'm man, Coach Bird.
What's up?
Hey, welcome to episode 22 of Unscripted Coaches. Episode 22 of Unscripted Coaches. The main topic of today, the NFL Draft.
NFL Draft coming up
Tonight. Because if it ain't coming up tonight, we're going to have a conversation with the producer. We're going to have a conversation.
It's coming up tonight.
So let's make sure we get that right. No, I'm just kidding.
We want to make sure that's out, just like the people want to get invited to the first round, didn't they?
Yeah, they jock in. You want to go sit at the first round table, and you know you might be like, I won't name no names. It might be like a quarterback a couple years ago. Yeah. He sat there the whole time, and all of a sudden
they kept showing him.
And his lady friend, her emotions started getting sadder and sadder, and then by the end of the night, there was like some distance in between. They won't really sit beside each other no more.
I ain't dating nobody that can get drafted first round.
So I don't know about it. But hey, before we do that, might as well be some NFL news because they're treating it like it. Let's just read it right here. A day after Nico, however you say his last name,
from Tennessee, announced his decision to go to UCLA, it appears that a quarterback trade has been completed, which means Joey Aguilar, who left Appalachian State, it wasn't that good there
in the winter. Okay, so like over Christmas break, went to UCLA. He spent about
2 months, 2 or 3 months,
in UCLA, and now that Nico's going out there, sounds like he'll be transferring to Tennessee. So essentially, it's like a two-team trade.
It's like a trade.
Yeah, which is crazy. So I think it's also fun to point out that Nico left Tennessee trying to have some conversations for a $4 million contract for 1 year and ended up making less money at UCLA than he was getting at Tennessee.
1 million, 1.5.
1.5, 1.75.
He didn't negotiate too good, didn't he?
Well, what happened was he got out there. And I think this is good. I think you can chalk this up one for the good guys. So, because he almost didn't find a spot.
Yeah. He was really getting close.
Yeah. So, but anyhow, enough of that. Coach, you're a movie buff?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the NFL Draft. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I think it's a highly underrated movie.
Oh, man.
Kevin Costner, Draft
Day, yeah.
Draft Day. Great movie. And quite frankly, if I'm the Tennessee Titans, I think I might pull a Draft Day move. I don't think I would draft a quarterback with the number 1 overall pick. That's what everybody wants. But I don't think he's the best.
Would you go get a defensive player?
Yeah. I'd go get Abdul Carter.
I think he's in the top 3 or 4 anyway.
I think he's going to be in the top 3 or 4 picks, but I honestly think that Abdul Carter is the best overall talent. Which brings me to my next question,
and
Coach.
I don't even know when he came. I think he changed position. I don't think he was a linebacker going in, was he?
I'm not sure about that part.
But
I'll tell you this.
He's a man.
I'd draft him.
He's a man.
I'd draft him. So, well, 2 things here. One, before we leave the movie, that movie makes me want to be in the NFL front office.
Yeah.
I like to see
making them deals.
Yeah, making them deals or being around the people that are making them and watching them and being like, sitting on the edge of your seat. Did they accept it? Did they not accept it?
They really didn't like him in the movie too good, did they?
And then all of a sudden in the end, of course, that's a movie, Hollywood for you. It's got to be the good story, Everybody's excited.
Everything worked out in love.
Oh, yeah. But I'd like to be in there, man. I think that would be cool, If I could get like 1 wish or something. I think that'd be my wish. I think I'd want to
will and deal. Yeah, you can do some stuff like that, Coach. You can
get in there.
You can do some stuff like I don't know if I could, but you probably could.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach. What's your thoughts on this? Because obviously Tennessee, I think they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Badly.
So more than likely they're going to take a reach, in my opinion, on Cam Ward. Quarterbacks, number 1 overall. I don't know how good of a strategy that is, but I don't think it's even like debatable that he's not the best player
in the draft.
I think Abdul Carter is. So my question to you is, if you're NFL GM in the front office, coaching, whatever, do you want to draft the best possible talent, or
I want the one that comes in and makes the most impact now,
right now?
And I don't. And
in the first round.
Yeah, and he may, but I don't. But he may not. And he's going to get a chance. Well, look, okay, what did Charlotte do? Yeah, Panthers come here. Who did draft? The quarterback. I don't know if he was. That was their first
Bryce
pick.
Young.
He won't know the impact player.
Yeah.
And which Cam played 13 years in college. I don't know what he played, but kind of disappointed is where he backed out the second half and didn't play.
Yeah, he played for 3 different teams.
If I was going to make a choice, I'd take the guy from Penn State because I think he could impact this year.
You think
Cam can impact this year?
I
I don't think he's the difference in winning ball games. He might be a factor in losing some ball games. I think playing quarterback's hard.
Yeah.
And I think you're almost better off if you can, draft somebody a little bit lower or whatever.
Get you a low, there's been a lot of good quarterbacks come out late, and end up better football players.
Yeah. Well, here's some stuff for you, Coach. I looked this up. Since 2015, there's been 35 first-round quarterbacks picked. Okay? 35.
Yeah.
All right. There's been 14 quarterbacks drafted in the third round and only 6 drafted in the second round. All right. And then out of those Pro Bowl selections, out of those people that were drafted, 19 quarterbacks were first-round picks. 19 Pro Bowl quarterbacks were first-round picks, and only 4 were from rounds 2 through 7. So, I mean, that tells you right there now, there's something to be said about a first-round quarterback. They got to be game changers. I mean, that's what Pro Bowlers are. Pro Bowlers are. They're game changers. I don't think this class necessarily has that surefire game changer.
I thought this class would have more running backs coming out that would be good. I mean, I know the Gentry kid. I think he's top 5. And what about my boy, Skeety Boo?
Oh, Skeety Boo.
I ain't heard him mentioned a whole lot.
I've not seen anybody talking about him for a first-round pick.
I knew he ain't the first, but he'll be a steal for somebody now.
Yeah, he's in the top 4 or 5 running backs in this draft. So,
you think they're drafting these quarterbacks on what they're going to do 3 or 4 years from now, or what they're doing next year?
Well, the thing that I've heard over and over again, and kind of preparing a little bit for this to have some stuff to go on, is if you take a guy in the first round, they got to be right now players.
Yeah.
And they say if the quarterback's not a right now player, then you see a lot of teams holding off to the 3rd and 4th round where they can get them a little cheaper, et cetera. But I don't know that any of these quarterbacks are that. I don't think this is a great quarterback class, to be honest with you. And I know a lot of people are talking about Shedeur Sanders.
I got him going late.
Late first round or not in the first round. I don't think, quite frankly, I think Jackson Dart gets drafted before he does.
And he came out of nowhere, didn't he? There ain't nobody really talked about him.
Well, nobody's talking about, but you look at what he's done, and I just think he possesses some things that makes him ideal, and I'm going to talk about it real brief when we get there later. But
and I know these quarterbacks that's a different monster what they're going up against now. Everybody's good. Everybody's fast. Ain't no way. I mean,
yeah.
I've heard, what's his name? I guarantee the guy from Alabama, he's going to get a shot to play in the NFL. The big quarterback.
Milroe?
Yeah, I think he's going to get a shot to play in there. I think he will.
No,
You don't like him?
Not at quarterback. I think people have question marks around Jalen Hurts, and I know Jalen Hurts has really turned it on, but quite frankly, Jalen Hurts is a better thrower than he is.
Yeah.
This kid, he don't have, to me, he doesn't have that skill set. I know I've heard a lot of people saying he's kind of reminds them of maybe Taysom Hill with the Saints, big, strong guy,
just come in and
runs the ball a lot, situational.
I can see that.
Like a few passing concepts in there for him is like a package type deal. But I don't see him being an every down quarterback. And if he told me in the interview process that that's all that's all he wanted to do, I'd pass it on.
As far as a physical specimen,
he's a freaking nature.
Yeah. So they'll find somewhere for him. I just think they'll find somewhere for him.
Yeah. Last question, Coach. Then I'm gonna jump in on my mock draft, and you can give me a quick grade if you want to. Travis Hunter, they got him listed as a wide receiver corner. You think he can play on both sides of the ball in the NFL?
Nope.
I don't either. So my next question is,
I think he'll be top three going out, but I don't know where.
Okay, my question is, what side do you like him on better?
I think I don't know if he can match up with them big old receivers and stuff like. I like him as a little slot back. Don't you like? You know what you like on defense?
No,
I like him as a little slot back or somebody like that. I just don't know if he can match up. I mean, there's some big grown boys out there now. I mean, you look at one of them tight ends is 6'4", 6'5", but you know more about it than I probably do.
No, I don't think so. I think we probably know the same. I kind of thought the other way. I kind of thought defensive back. I think he's extremely athletic, and he might go out there and compete. But now I see what you're saying. Now that you're starting to hit on that, he's not a real big guy. And some of them receivers out there, man, number ones, they're big dudes. But I just think his cover skills are good. I tell you what I do think. I think that early on you'll see him as a specialist.
Yeah.
Like a return specialist. I think he has a way of impacting the game there. My fear is, I definitely don't think he can play both sides. So whatever it is, I just want him to get in the league and make sure that he gets going, because I do think he's an elite talent, and I want to see him do well.
I want to see him.
I want to see him do well.
I know he covers good. I want to see him come in there and like come down here and hit somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see him had to hit one of them one of them big backs or one of them tight ends and
he
stuff
better,
like
he
that.
better go in there and
but
pop them
I think
ankles.
I think he can have a shot at receive. I'm not saying
Slot, put him in the slot.
somewhere.
Well, you do that, then all of a sudden you can run them in motions and stuff,
Yeah.
hand the ball off and different things like that. So I don't know.
Because I kind of thought Colorado should have, run him. They
Had
did
some more
hand him
gas.
off a little bit to him. I mean, he can't. He's an elite. He's special now, and I think he'll be. I don't know about number 1. He'll be number 2 at least. I don't know who's got the number 2 pick. I hope it's my Giants, somebody like that. I don't know who picking to.
When you fixing to find out?
Well, I hope the Giants, because they need an impact player.
You're a Giants fan?
Yeah, man.
You said my Giants. I don't know
That's
that
what
I
I
knew
call
that.
my Giants. Well, they don't win a lot of games, so I don't talk about them a lot.
Yeah. Back when old Eli was shocking the world.
Yeah,
Straight in. From worst to first, they sneak in and win it all.
they might need to find a quarterback.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. Well, anything else, Coach, before I ramble off my mock draft here?
We do know who's going to be the number 1 in the NBA draft. He just come out
Just
the other
declared.
night.
Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg, who we know who will be the number 1, and probably pretty sure about what's
Well,
going
I
on
know
in
he
football.
technically had a year. I know he technically had a year in college.
Yeah.
But it's basically like he is right out of high school.
Yeah.
Because, he left early. He should have been a senior in high school this year.
Yeah.
So
We
next
talked
year
about that
should
the
be
other
his.
day.
Yeah.
Most
So-
people declass, and he reclassed.
Yeah, he bumped on up. So, all right, Coach. Well, I'm going to go through it real fast. Only a few things. I'm going to throw out some love here. The rest of them, I'm just going to spout off names. Some of this is just a win. But I'll tell you this, 100% I did this without any trade situations. So, obviously, a lot of trades happen.
And the big
So
thing
it could
is, where's
change
Aaron
up.
Rodgers going?
Yeah.
I mean, Pittsburgh, whatever.
I'm saying, like, no shifting of pick
All right.
trades and all that. I just said, hey, this is the 32 teams right here, first round. If nobody trades positions, then
All right,
this is
let's
what
go.
it is. All right. First overall pick, Tennessee Titans. I went with Cam
You
Ward.
said that the whole time.
Yep. All right. Unfortunately, Coach, the Cleveland Browns are in the number 2 pick, and I got them taking Travis Hunter.
Oh.
However, this is going to make you excited, Coach. The New York Giants, I've got taken Abdul Carter, edge.
I'll take that.
You like
I'll
that?
take that.
Okay, I
I'll
thought I
take
might
that
make it
better
better.
than what you call it. I'll
All
take
right.
that.
New
Yeah.
England Patriots, I got them taking Will Campbell, offensive tackle. Jacksonville Jaguars, our man, Ashton Genty,
I think he's going to be a
grown
good
man.
one.
Yep. The Raiders, Armand Membua, offensive tackle. The Jets, Tyler Warren. This is the tight end from Penn State.
Yeah.
They moved all over the place.
Yeah.
He could be a game changer year 1. All right,
Yeah,
Carolina.
he's
Carolina Panthers, I got them taking Jalen Walker, linebacker edge out of Georgia. This is my surprise, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and quite frankly, I'm taking a little risk here. But at number 9, the New Orleans Saints, Kellen Moore, okay, new
Yeah.
coach there. I think Jackson Dart fits his offensive philosophy.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart, quarterback, okay?
So there's 2 quarterbacks ahead right now.
Yep. The Bears, I got them taking Kellen Banks. He's an offensive lineman. 49ers, Mason Graham, big defensive tackle out of Michigan. Cowboys, Matthew Golden, wide receiver. The Dolphins, I got them taking Jahdae Barron, a cornerback. The Colts, Will Johnson, another corner.
Yeah.
Falcons, Mike Green, surprise pick. Okay, he's an edge. Cardinals, Mikael Williams, defensive lineman. The Bengals, Derek Harmon, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Gray Zabel, offensive lineman. Shout out to North Dakota State. Okay.
Yep.
Offensive tackle out of
They
North
always,
Dakota State.
they have a few going to draft.
They do because, hey,
That's a power program.
Power program. They run pro-style offense. The Buccaneers, Jahad Campbell, linebacker. Okay. Want to get a little special. What's up? Shout out.
What's up?
Cleveland High School alumni. UNC Tar Heels alumni. Maybe. I don't know if he graduated or not. But the Broncos, I got them taking Amarion Hampton, running back, number 20
Yeah,
overall.
I like that.
So, North Carolina guy. All right, number 21, Mike Tomlin. You keep bringing up Aaron Rodgers. Mike Tomlin has said that Aaron Rodgers' situation has no bearing on their draft strategy.
It does. If he goes there
Well-
and go draft quarterback,
I don't know if they do or not, but I'm just saying, before I heard that, I said number 21 overall, Pittsburgh Steelers, Shedeur Sanders. And I think that will be a really good fit for Shedeur. I think that's kind of where a lot of people have had him graded out is in the 20s. And I think Mike Tomlin as a coach,
Just like Deion Sanders, I think
it will mesh really well. Mike Tomlin, outstanding football coach, and I wish them well too, because I like him and how he runs.
He's probably got the longest tenure in the NFL.
And I just like him, so I hope he can get. He's got to find his quarterback. Ever since Ben left, they've had a hard time kind of figuring out what the situation is.
I knew last year, Russell Wilson
and Justin Fields.
I knew that wasn't going to play out.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But hey, maybe get Aaron Rodgers, bring Shador in, give him a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Aaron on the
Which
wing.
I think Aaron needs to retire. I mean, I know Coach Spock likes Aaron Rodgers, but I don't get nothing out of him.
The Chargers, Colston Loveland, another tight end. Packers, I can't pronounce this guy's first name, so I got him as T. McMillan, wide receiver. Number 24 overall pick, I think this is a steal. Walter Nolian, defensive tackle. The Texans, I got Josh Connerly, offensive tackle. Number 26, I got the Rams taking Trey Amos, defensive back. 27, Baltimore Ravens, think they need to do a little bit better job up front. Got them taking Donovan Jackson as an offensive guard. The Lions, I think they continue to try to build that defense. Yeah. Okay. Lost my place. The Lions, Shamar Stewart, an edge. I think that'll be a nice little combo. The Commanders, I got Malik Stark, a safety. Give another little shout out.
What's up?
East Carolina Pirates.
That's what I was going to see if you had
number 30 overall, Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia. If you take this guy, he's a winner. Okay.
That'd be impressive, too. Did he play any this year?
Siobhan Revel, nope. Out of East Carolina University, corner. I think he can lock him down, man. I think he's a big-time player, and I think he fits the mindset of the Buffalo Bills.
He's
a big old guy.
Yeah,
big old guy. The Chiefs, Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, and the Eagles, Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle, is the 32nd overall pick and the final pick of the first round. It's a lot, Coach. What do you think? You think I did good?
Yeah. But I saw 3 or 4 DBs going.
Yeah, I got right many DBs.
2 or 3 tight ends.
Couple tight ends.
I always thought that's the hot commodity now. Yeah. Tight ends in the NFL.
Yep. I think you obviously you're going to see a lot of offensive linemen. You never really know how they're going to unfold in the first round. I think you see a lot of offensive linemen. I think
Kansas City needed to go get some offensive linemen.
They got to get them.
They needed some offensive linemen.
I mean, look at that guy who's running for his life back there. So I think, it's going to be a fun night, an awesome night for 32 guys going to get their name called in the first round of the NFL draft. That's every kid's dream who picks up a football and goes out in the backyard when they're a kid, right? At some point or another.
Do you have to get invited? Don't you invite?
I think you need to get an invite to be like on site.
Yeah.
And then some people turn that down. They want to do it in like
Sanders
I don't
think he's. I don't even know if I think Travis might, but I don't know if Deion's boy is going.
I mean, hey, look, if I'm Travis Hunter, I'm going to be there. If I'm Abdul Carter, I'm going to be there.
That's a once in a lifetime.
Cam Ward, it's pretty much known he's going to go first overall. I'm probably going to be there. After that, I don't know. Hey, do you want to be that guy? I'm just going to drop his name. You want to be Will Levis? You just sit there.
Sits there the whole time.
Pick after pick after pick. Hey, every time the guy walks up there and doesn't say your name, okay, this is your lady.
Hey, and that's going to happen. Somebody's not going to get drafted. Yeah. Because I was reading that they make moves up to the last, that last 30 seconds that he got.
And one thing that like I said, I don't know, they'll trade picks in a heartbeat. And, Jerry Jones has put out there that he's going to make some type of splash trade and he's making a big move and all this stuff.
And I don't know. I know you get more money if you go first round. I do know that. But there's a lot of NFL players, a lot of quarterbacks as Hall of Fame didn't even want in the first or second round.
Yeah.
I mean.
That's what it is. So
I wish we could have figured out who's going to be that last – what do they call that last player?
Mr. Irrelevant.
I wonder who was. What is San Francisco quarterback? Who was it one time? It wasn't Brock Purdy, was he? Was he at Mr. Irrelevant one time?
Let's see.
I can't remember.
I don't think so. I think he was drafted in the second round.
You know who I'm going to go with? You know who's going to be Mr. Irrelevant?
Who?
I don't know. That's the last pick of the seventh. That's the
very last pick.
Somebody better pick up my boy Skeety Boo. I'm just telling you that right now. Somebody better pick him up. I ain't heard his name mentioned. I ain't heard nothing.
Oh, you were right.
He was.
Brock Purdy was selected as Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 NFL draft.
Well, if Skeety Boo ain't pitching early on, later, he better be Mr. Irrelevant. I like him. He made a lot of money in that bowl game.
Try to see if I know anybody else.
Got a little NBA basketball, guys. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. OKC or Boston. One of those two are going to win it all. It ain't going to be LeBron. I don't care if they brought in what's his name. I don't like LeBron. I don't care for him because you can't say he's better than Michael Jordan because he ain't. I mean, I know he just ain't. So I don't think the Lakers win. I think it's OKC or Boston. That's just my little tad pick right there.
OKC or Boston.
That's my pick.
Hey, listen, one more shout out. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it or not, but our man Jackson,
Yeah.
birthday was last week.
Yeah.
Give him a little what's up, coach.
What's up? Hey, guess what?
Hey,
I got a little older yesterday, too, this week.
It's your birthday this week?
Oh, yeah, man. 54.
Happy birthday, coach.
54 years old.
I'm going to do my best.
What's up? 54,
Shout out.
kind of looking like I'm 35 or something like that.
When's your
I
birthday?
got a haircut.
April what?
April 21st, April 21st.
Okay.
Me and Jackson's, when's Jackson's birthday?
18th.
I mean, you're kind of close there, boy.
Yeah.
3 days
So,
apart.
We're giving him a shout out. He's looking at us. I don't know if you've heard him or not. He's been crushing some Starburst the entire episode.
We both Tauruses, son.
But,
That's our zodiac.
Taurus.
sign. That's our
You
zo-
wouldn't know you was Zodiac.
That's a zodiac sign.
What am I in September? Do you know what I am?
You probably like a Pisces. So nah, I don't even know what.
Hey, episode 22. Shout out NFL Draft Night. Peace.